What's going on, people? Back with a bang. This is the Money Management, back here to bring you guys my week 9 results of my 0 to 100k challenge. I'm just going to start by saying this. Let's all drop the thumbs up, comment on the video, subscribe if you're new around here, hit the red button below. We've seen a few new subscribers recently, so hit the red button below. Also share these videos with your friends. But let's get into today's topic. Now I want to begin by saying this. It looks like that beautiful bull run, that amazing bull run is finally over. And it was to be expected. Now, personally, I didn't think it was going to happen this quickly, but it seems like it's over. Now, all our portfolios are a complete bloodbath right now, so that's no surprise. And the reason I'm starting off by saying this is because I know there are a lot of people who watch my channel, who watch it for the 100k challenge. And of course, I lost money again this week. I lost money again. But the reason I'm saying this to begin with is I'm not going to hide. I'm not going to run away. I'm not going to pretend that I won and I made money this week. So yeah, the markets were down this week. A lot of people lost money. A lot of people had complete bloodbaths all over their portfolio. They were seeing red everywhere. So it's no surprise that I lost money. I think you guys expected that. I'm going to get into how much exactly I lost and explain it to you guys. Luckily, it wasn't one of my worst weeks. I will say that. But I want you guys to put on this video to listen to every single word from start to finish. Whether that's while you're ironing, whether that's you watching the video, whether it's you doing something else. I want you guys to honestly listen to every single word from start to finish. I have some valuable information here for you guys today. For those of you who want to get invested in the market, for those of you who are already invested in the market, for those of you who are doing the 100k challenge, for those of you who may be new to the market, all of you can find this information extremely valuable. And of course, those of you who just want to know what's going on in the market, you guys can also find this information extremely valuable. So there are a lot of new investors around in 2021. And let's be honest, you guys joined that pretty much when the market was at its highest. It was really at the top. So for those of you who are new investors and you just started investing in the market and you see your portfolios down, you see you're losing money, you see you've gone, some of your trades have gone wrong. Don't think that you're doing something wrong. Don't worry. Don't think that you're the one who's doing something wrong. You're not the problem here. You're not the issue. All of us are seeing, horrible days. So don't think you're doing something bad and you feel like, I'm not going to invest in this market anymore. I'm not good at this stock market thing. Don't feel like that. Don't run away from the markets. We're here to help you. And so I do want you guys to know before I, talk about my week in the market, because honestly, I can talk about my week in the market. It was pretty much the same as the last 2-3 weeks back to back. And I can run through what happened, this and that. But I do want to start off by saying this. Honestly, this is going to really help you guys. Let's look at the market now. I'm not going to come out here and call out stocks, say, this stock is going up, this stock is going up, because there's way too many stocks right now which are very undervalued. But I will tell you guys a few different things. First of all, the EV sector is here to stay. Just know that. Electric vehicles are not going anywhere. Second of all, the tech sector is here to stay. Trust me, the tech sector is here to stay. Third point, the SPACs are not going anywhere anytime soon. The SPACs are going to continue to rise. And, with all three of these sectors, the market caps are still going to increase. You're still going to see money being pumped into them. So don't be worried if you hold any stocks from those sectors like I do. I hold EV stocks, I hold SPAC stocks, I hold tech stocks, but don't be worried. All of those three are here to stay. I'm not going to talk about any other sectors right now. I'm not going to talk about pharmaceuticals or, dating apps or social media, nothing like that. But again, SPACs, EV, and tech are here to stay. So that should give you guys an indication of something. So of course, I'm going to briefly dive into the 100k. I'm not going to talk about it too much. I'll start by saying this week I lost close to $7,000, and there's so many reasons for that. There are stocks that I hold in my portfolio like Virgin Galactic, which I bought for $31, and I saw them rise all the way up to $60, $61, and now this week they were hit back down in the 20s. What can I do? I hold 200 shares of those. There are stocks like Fuel Cell, which I bought for $15, that went up to $29 and then went back down to $11 yesterday. What can I do? And this happened with many of the different stocks in my portfolio. Beam, RKR, Nano Dimension, just to name a few. So yeah, I lost $6,600. I think a little bit more than that this week. That's what it was this week. That's your week 9 results. There's not too much I can say about it. And that's why I don't want to dwell on it, because I've talked about this. It happened in week 8, happened in week 7. It's not that I'm worried or I'm, don't want to be transparent with you guys. I'm transparent with you guys. But why should I come here and say the same thing over and over again? The same thing has happened week in, week out. But I did think now I could offer you guys some valuable advice. Let me explain this to you guys. Going forward, what I'm going to do, what my plans are. Well, they always say buy the dip. We saw Tesla dip to 635 last week. And we thought, oh, this is really low. Let's buy it. This week, even yesterday, it dipped all the way to 540. And you're thinking, where is this dip going to end? That's why over the next couple of weeks, maybe even all the way till the end of March, I'm going to be watching these stocks closely, waiting for a reversal. And then I'm really going to be buying these dips. But until then, I'm going to be extremely cautious. I'm not going to buy stocks which are continuing to drop in value, as I did with APXT, last week Monday. I'm not going to continue to buy stocks which are going to continue dropping in value. I'm not going to do that. But I do advise you guys, buy these dips. The dips that are coming, buy these dips. Me personally, I'm waiting for reversals on certain stocks before I buy those stocks. Some of you guys out there might want to dollar cost average into certain stocks. If you guys don't know what that means, let's take Fuel Cell for example. This stock has been sitting around mainly $15, and it jumped up to 17, 19, blah blah. Yesterday went down to 11. That means you could buy it at 15. You could buy it at maybe 14.85. Maybe when it goes down to 12, you buy it at 12. It jumps up to 14, you might buy some more. When it goes up to 16, you might buy some more. That's dollar cost averaging in. On the other hand, what I am doing when I say I'm waiting for reversal, well, yesterday it hit 11. It kind of bounced back up since then. I'm going to wait till it's strongly uptrending again, to, $13, $14, maybe even it's still in the 12s before I purchase it. I already told you guys I bought over 100 shares at $15.35. So I have no problem, no worries at all buying it at $12, $13 at all. But I'm not going to buy it at $11 right now, because by Monday or Tuesday, Wednesday, it could be down to 10. And that's why I'm saying some of you guys out there might want to dollar cost average in, which is not what I'm doing in this case. But that was an example of dollar cost averaging. Now I do want to talk about buying the dips in general, why I say to buy the dips. Well, let's think about, stop thinking short term. Let's think longer term. 3 months from now, 6 months from now, 1 year from now, 2 years from now, the same thing. These stocks will be up. Most of the stocks you're going to look to buy right now will be up. So for those of you who are panicking and worried, don't worry. We saw something similar last March. In fact, it was even worse. We'll probably see something similar again sometime, maybe this year, maybe next year. You'll see something like this again. I do think that this is not completely a stock market crash yet, but it is pretty bad. It's pretty painful. A lot of growth stocks have been slashed and smacked down back near their bottoms where we first purchased them. And actually, now I do want to talk about that. There are many investors out there, just like me, who bought many stocks, in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and those same stocks are now in their 20s, 30s, 40s. So I have a point here for anybody who is sitting at the side, or even people who want to get involved in the market. You guys are in the best position now. If you're cash heavy and you've not invested in many stocks, or you're trying to get into the market, you guys are the real winners here. Because the same stocks that I bought for $40, $50, let's say NEO for example, are now sitting at $30, $35. You guys can now buy them for a way lower price than what we bought them at. If I was happy to buy NEO at $50 or $55, then you guys should be like, wait a second, this stock is at $30, $32, $35. And you can think of it two ways. You can think of, why did he buy it so high? Or you can think of it as, if he would buy it at that price, maybe I should look into it and do a bit more research on why, maybe it's a good buy at $35. That's probably the best way you guys should think about these stocks. You guys who have a cash heavy account, 50%, 60% of your portfolio is just cash buying power, you're in a great position right now. Those of you who are just trying to looking to get into the market, you just open an account or whatever, you're in an even better position. You guys now have the opportunity to start buying different stocks at their very lowest. Honestly, it is a great opportunity for you guys. So those of you who have not been investing in the market, you thought you've missed all the gains throughout November, December, January, whatever. You didn't miss any gains, because now all those stocks you were looking at, many of those stocks you had listed are lower than the price points you were probably looking at before. So you got to use this time wisely. Don't be the person who shies away from it now. You've probably been waiting for this opportunity. You've probably been missing out, thinking you've been missing out. Your opportunity is finally here. So again, if you're new to the market or you're cash heavy right now, I'm talking 50, 60% of your portfolio is cash, this is your time to shine. You guys are really the ones who are going to thrive. Because me and other investors will hold our fuel cells from 15 up to 29 and back down to 11 like they were yesterday, and then maybe to 30s throughout this year. You guys now have the opportunity to buy those at $12, $13 right now and just ride them straight up to the 30s without having to hold, through the heavy dips, the heavy losses that we have suffered so far. So hopefully you guys are enjoying what I'm talking about. Hopefully you guys understand what I'm describing here. But yeah, there's a lot of opportunity right now. All right, so I would briefly want to touch on the good points, the low points of my week. Yes, I did a few good things. I bought a couple put options, as you guys probably saw in my last video. Yeah, CDXC was a great put option I purchased. I did a couple of covered calls. That did save me a little bit of money. I probably should have done some covered calls on stocks like Virgin Galactic. Even, many of my stocks I could have done covered calls on and then bought them back for way lower. That would have probably been a beneficial idea. So I didn't do that on all of them, but I did it on some of them. So that was good. Remember that if you hold hundreds of thousands of shares, you can sell covered calls. And if you don't know what covered calls are, go check out my stock course. That first link in the description, it is available now. I know a few of you guys already bought it, so that's good. But again, honestly, go check that out if you want to make money with stock options. You can help yourself in a period of time like this, especially in a period of time like this. But yeah, throughout the week, that was what I did well. What I didn't do well, pretty much the same. I didn't sell enough covered calls. That would have brought me money in the form of premiums, in the form of selling my stocks at a higher price. That would have brought me a lot more money back, selling covered calls. And apart from that, there's not really anything else I could have done. I didn't go out this week and buy call options. So, that's fine. I didn't go out this week and buy stocks again, so that's fine. There was not really much I could do this week. I just had to hold my portfolio, hold through. So I didn't really make any mistakes this week, honestly. I could have maybe bought more put options, but you don't want to trade too much. You don't want to overtrade in a market like this. One thing I will say I did really well, kind of did really well, was sit through the pain. Those days when the portfolio was extremely red, I just held through the pain and did not cut my losses. You did not sell out of stocks. That's the easiest thing to do. When you see a fuel sale, you got 104 shares, they dropped to $12, $11. You're like, yeah, let me sell this, get rid of it. It's going to go to zero. So I held my shares. That's a good thing I did. But honestly, there's not a lot I could have done this week. I wasn't that active in the market, and I didn't have a reason to be active in the market. But for all you guys who are investors out there, right now is a very, very, very interesting period of time. We know there's so much going on in the world with the vaccine, with the virus, with pandemics, with things opening up again. We know there's a lot going on. We're waiting for a stimulus bill to be passed again, and I think that could fuel some interesting news in the future, interesting movement in the stock market. But if you're buying stocks now, if you bought them this week or you're buying them next week, in the next couple of weeks, whatever, I'm sure you're going to be happy and you're smiling back at this in your portfolio 6 months down the line, a year down the line. By this summer, you're going to be happy that you bought in March, during the stock market pullback or correction, whatever you want to call it. I'm sure you're going to be happy. So you guys can assure yourself on that one. I'm not telling you guys what to buy. I'm not going to call out stocks like I mentioned, but people, don't, let them noise and the hype and all the craziness distract you from the fact that there's still a lot of opportunity in the market right now. I do think you guys should know this. Millionaires, real investors, the people who are successful when it comes to investing in the stock market, they're made during this period of time. The ones who don't sell, the ones who hold through, and of course the ones who buy down, who, test their conviction and really, exert their confidence and show that they know what they're doing. This is the kind of period of time where those people are made. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Yeah, that's it for my week 9 results. I didn't want to talk specifically about my results this week. I thought I'd just come out and give you guys some good advice. Again, I'm not hiding. I'm helping you guys. I do want you guys to check out my stock options course. Please let me know if you would like to be an affiliate as well. And if you made it to this part of the video, comment in the comment section, money. That's what I want you to comment, just money, if you made it to this part of this video. As always, make sure you guys check out all the other links in the description. We have a free Discord as well as my stock options course. Again, if you've not heard me say it enough, I have a stock options course which was announced yesterday, and once I launched it yesterday, a few people bought it. So go check that out. The whole idea of that is to teach you guys about stock options from start to finish. So please check that out. Going into week 10, who knows what to expect, but I'll be excited to bring you guys the results next week as always. Thanks a lot for watching today's video. Have a great weekend. I've got one to making, you got one to making. See you guys next time for another video. Peace.
Game over.